Welcome to the Profit Maximizer system, how it works. The software focuses on two key metrics: the simple growth engines within any business, changes to the average transaction size, and changes to the average transaction frequency. The software focuses itself on changing these two variables. So how do we do it? Let's look at the average transaction size first. We implement a super simple upsell mechanism for existing clients. And we use the fact that the system knows who they are for them to avoid having to enter lots of details to complete the transaction. So let's look at what it looks like. Again, one of our example clients. As you can see across the top, we've got some marketing proposition, and down the bottom, we've got an email box. So we create this simple login mechanism. And you can see that on the bottom right-hand side. They have to enter their email address and password, and then add to next order, and process the order behind the scenes. So this means it's a simple operation for the user to be able to add product to their shopping basket and get delivery of those products. So what does it mean to you? Well, step one means you send an email with a great proposition and a simple link, a link that the customer will click. When the customer clicks it, they end at step two. They land on the landing page, and all the customer has to do is enter their username and password, and the order is processed for them. The order is paid for using existing details without the client having to enter all their order details again. Once that's complete, the order fulfillment instructions is created once the payment has been finalized. So this is a really simple mechanism for you to allow to be focused on the marketing, i.e. sending a proposition which works, and simplifying the process for the customer to accept the upsell by removing the need to enter loads of details to complete the transaction. So how do we do it to change the average transaction frequency? We implement a VIP membership system for your customers. That's a membership system where they belong kind of to a club, and they're going to get serviced on a regular basis. The system ensures the customers are informed and feel in control. So when payments are made and products are shipped, they feel as though they're in control of that process. We automate the customer payments and fulfillment notifications, so your staff get notified when product needs to be shipped, and the payments are taken automatically from the customer's account. They are, of course, notified, and I'll talk about that in a second. And we've got systems to manage expectations through this process. So let's have a look a bit more closely. It's a two-step process. Step one is we create a customer service center that supports the ability of the customer to service themselves. And as you can see, there's a range of menu options that allow them to do everything they need to do in relation to being on this membership program. Step two is slightly more sophisticated, and let's have a look at that in a bit more detail. We have two components. We have the no mistakes fulfillment system, and we have the customer. Let me show you the steps that we go through. The first step is there is a regular billing cycle, be it weekly, monthly, fortnightly, quarterly. When that occurs, just before that occurs, the customer gets notified via email of a pre-billing email, which has details on how they can change the transaction themselves. Once that's gone through and no change has been made, the customer is charged. Once the customer is charged, an email is sent containing the invoice is sent to the customer so they can again feel informed, and it's got all the details of what's going to happen. The system then creates the no mistakes fulfillment instructions for your fulfillment staff to be able to ship in the box. It also generates any personalized paperwork with their name, their username, their password on it that you need to send on to them at the same time. And then the box can be packed. Just after the box is packed, the system will then send them an email and an SMS with a shipping and tracking number of their parcel. We're then in a position to ship the product to the customer, and finally for the customer to receive their delivery. A simple process every step of the way, from before the transaction is processed, through the processing, through the delivery. The customer is kept informed and given the option to chase things down and track things down. So what does this mean to you? Step one, have the customer automatically placed in the VIP membership system. Step 2, the customer gets notified 4 days before, if you want, that they're going to be charged. We can change the number of days. So they're aware this is going to happen. The charging occurs, packing instructions and personalized content is printed. The order is fulfilled based on the instructions provided, and money is in the bank and a happy customer with no sales effort. So that transaction has been done based on when the customer next needs the product. They're in complete control, and basically you've removed the competition and ensure the revenue comes to you largely automatic with no sales effort. So in summary, the Profit Maximizer system focuses on 2 key metrics. It drives average transaction size by providing a frictionless upsell, and average transaction frequency by providing a high-touch VIP membership system. So get started right away with the Profit Maximizer system and grow your revenue with no new customers. See below. Thank you very much.